Hey Haley, this is Adam over at Perkins Motorplex. Finally was able to get this thing down on the ground, and it's been moved over to our detail shop. Now, with the holiday tomorrow, we actually were able to give those guys today off as well as tomorrow, so it'll be Wednesday when they get started on it, getting it fully detailed. But I didn't want to make you wait, and I didn't want other deals to progress on it any further than we have the chance to. I feel invested with you, so if I can help at all, I definitely want to try. Again, this is our 21 GMC Yukon XL Denali. Again, it will be a little dusty, but hopefully I can at least give you a good idea of the condition overall. And again, I'm not paid commission, so I do my very best to be transparent. Anything I see, I will do my very best to point that out for you as well. Diving in though, it's in really good shape. I walked around it the other day when it was in the air. I didn't really notice a whole lot to report. I hope today goes just as well. Wheels on it appear to be in good shape. Tires are new, just got those put on it while I was in the shop. Does have new brakes, pads and rotors in the front and rear. New filters, fully serviced, new wipers all around, that kind of deal. Coming across the rear, not noticing really any imperfections there as well. I do like that this has the dual exhaust on each side, got the dual tips, it's got the proximity sensors going across that back bumper, and then of course it does have the key fob button to open up that rear hatch. You'll see inside, even before it's been fully detailed, I mean, it looks really good, to be honest. Carpet's pretty clean. Does have your power switches inside there for the hatch, as well as, I'm sorry, for the seats there, second and third row. Does have the lower function there on the hatch as well. That one, somebody's put the hatch height to 3/4 lift. Most people do it that way when they have a garage they're parking in, but that will go up to a higher extent, of course. And then again, just using the light in our favor, I'm not seeing anything there as well. Does have the park-aid mirrors, the camera there at the bottom of the mirror, I should say. Just really sharp. Not noticing, condensation or anything, of course, in the lights. No issues there on the windshield that I can see. Looking for rock chips. Those are sometimes really hard to find, especially on a white vehicle. Kind of using my hand here to feel for some of those. That's where it's most common, is right there on the hood, but I'm not seeing any. Again, of course, I'll never say that it's perfect, but I'm not seeing anything there to report to you, which is great. Wish I could say that on every vehicle. Coming into the interior, does have the nice rubber all the way through. Leather is in fantastic condition. Even before it's all the way cleaned up, I don't smell anything. I'm not smelling smoke or those kinds of odors at all. It's got the big screens here in the back. Also, I do like to point out, in that rear, you've got your AC controls, heat controls, and then also heated seats for that second row, which is very nice. My kids would be too spoiled, to be honest, if I had that. Popping the door open. Really like the wood grain on the interior here. It's that gray and black combo. It's got your memory seats, power windows, mirrors, power door locks, of course. Power seats. So, good time to point out, it does have both key fobs with it, which is kind of a rarity on any vehicle that we have. A lot of people come in and they don't plan on trading, and they do, and they only have the one. Sometimes even from auction, they have the same experience with where they acquire the vehicles. Hopping inside, of course, push button start. Not going to have good audio reception inside this metal building, but as the gauges sweep and clear, you see there 39,158 miles. No lights, no messages, anything like that. Has all of your shift controls over here to the right side of the steering wheel. Obviously equipped with navigation. Does have the Wi-Fi hotspot, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, of course Bluetooth and those things. It does have your trailering though, which I really like. You can actually hook up different kinds of trailers. It'll recognize that and be able to communicate with your lights and your brakes, all of that. Climate controls, GM has come on board with that as well around this year model, where you can actually have the touchscreen option to kind of figure out, what you want to set it to. AC, by the way, is blowing nice and cold. It's about I don't know, 100 degrees it feels like already. But yeah, so you'd be taken care of at least in the cooler weather. Inside does have the My GMC app as well. I like to point that one out. It's an underrated feature. You may already be familiar with being a GM person now, but if anything, that allows you to get points and credits towards future repairs or accessories, service appointments, and all of that by just going to a GM dealer for regular maintenance or anything else down the line. Does have your heated seats, ventilated seats, lots of charging ports, and then my favorite, the charging pad, which is fantastic. Nothing better than just setting it down and it's doing its thing. Over here, I like to point out it has the controls for the other seats. It does have, there's the shade. Again, needs to be clean. Wish there was a sunny sky up there, but I didn't want to make you wait. So that is a full panel roof. That is really, really sharp. It does have as well, if I could, whoops, put it in reverse. There we go. So it does have the displays as well that can be digital readout. If I can get this thing, there we go. So it's kind of hard to pick up on the recording, but it does have the actual digital backup camera that's available there on that as well as the standard. Again, just overall in really good shape. Not noticing a whole lot of anything negative other than, you know, it still needs to be cleaned, but I didn't want to make you wait 2 days on that. So let me know if you have other questions. Obviously, anything I can do to help, that's what I'm here to do. And I've enjoyed working with you, so hopefully I can get this one in your driveway.